This is the one and only DESPOTIC. Bring you another gameplay commentary, bitches. Battlefield Bad Company 2, Vietnam. Why am I so hyped? Because this game was an exciting game. People like to say Battlefield Bad Company, you know, for the most part, is a very slow-paced game. But yes, it is. But when you have an exciting game like this one, shit, you know, you gotta call it like I see it, all right? And we're defending. You're gonna see one point when we're at the scorched earth site where actually it's like napalm scorched it. You're gonna see that we were like trying our best. These guys were down to like 4 tickets. I'm not gonna give it away. So anyway, I was thinking, should I upload this video on Christmas Day? My girlfriend is sleeping. We just got in like 3 hours ago. What time is this? 10:07 a.m. Christmas Day. And I'm like, something, fuck it. I had a good game. This game, I had it for like two or 3 days. And I'm like, maybe I should upload it later. Like, okay, so I'm going to give you guys some tips. The one con about this game is like you get so many fucking hit markers, man. I think they're going to fix that because DICE does that all the time. They have issues and they fix it. Right? So I'm playing the medic class, and the medic class, and I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to say this now. It's the easiest class to use. It's not, you should, I'm going to tell you guys that later, but it's the easiest class to use. First of all, you get a large amount of ammo, so you can do some defending. The RPK is a good gun, good iron sight, good power, good accuracy. You get points for healing people. You get points for reviving people. You don't really have to kill anyone, and oftentimes you'll find yourself at the top of the points board. These guys outnumbered us. I think it's like 5 of us, and there's like 8 of them. So, yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I think this game is awesome. And you could easily tell if you're gonna win the match or not, because I'll tell you guys. I give you guys a little insider. I give you guys a little tip, what you should know already. If your opposing team has like 4 snipers, you're gonna win the match, because on Conquest or Rush, if they're sniping, there's no way they're trying to either defend or do any of those things. And then, well, I shouldn't say that, but if they have more than 3 snipers on a team, or 3 or more on the opposing team, you guys have a good chance of doing that. Like here, we were outnumbered, but they had a lot of snipers. Snipers equal win, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm trying to gauge what these guys are doing. I'm like, okay, DESPOTIC, where are they? Because I don't know where they are. I keep going out of bounds, but that's fine. It's okay. And surprisingly, this spot here is harder to defend. I found. I think it's harder to defend, even though it's above ground, and the opposing team has to come uphill. I think it's harder to defend. There's one guy here, I keep spawning on him. He was doing a good job, man. Even though I couldn't speak to him, it had this non-verbal cue kind of issue going on. So they're trying to, they're kind of desperate now. They're mortaring, they're fucking, they're mortaring the B plant spot. And as you can see, these guys outnumber us, I think by 2. But DESPOTIC is in this bitch, and I'm using the RPK. So I get back on this guy, and I'm like, okay, here's another tip. You should always drop a health kit or a health ration pack or whatever by any plant site, because oftentimes you'll find that your teammates are there battling, and you got to do these guys a favor, right? If they need energy, if they need a little bit of health, you got to help them out. I didn't even know these guys were over here. I'm like, who's shooting at me? I went to revive this guy, and look, when here's a caveat, here's a warning. When you go to revive people, you should clean up, right? The medic kit should be the cleanup man, right? Because usually when people are battling and they're killing or whatever, they usually, their health is down, and you can come and clean them up. If someone hits you with a flamethrower and you're next to water, just jump into the water and you'll be fine. You won't die. If it's the water is like knee deep, just crouch. That's a tip it won't kill you. Water actually puts out fire from time to time. So they're rushing B, and we can hold B. You'll see later. We can hold it. We tried, but they rushed it. And look, it was fine. You know, they have 3 spots they have to go to. And like I looked at Wings of Redemption's video, like his review of Battlefield Vietnam, and his suggestion was not to get this game. I completely disagree with the dude, right? Sometimes I think he's correct about particular things, and sometimes, you know, I have to call it like I see it. Get this game. I honestly think it's a good add-on, and it's not a limited game. You know, they will add other maps to it. The guns have good iron sights. I like the fact that they don't have, you know, red dot sight and all those things attached to it. I like that. The only thing that you have to worry about is, you know, snipers, and they don't have the spotter scope. So I like this game. Less bullshit, less things you have to worry about, and that's you know, that's a makeup of a good game, right? There's nothing anyone can exploit. Like some guys were like C4ing a particular spot and trying to rush their I think like an ATV there or something like that. Oh, and if you're playing the meta class, look, your teammates will thank you, you know, to infinity, because one thing people don't want to do is to respawn with that 7-second respawn. They like when you revive them, but the one thing you should do is, you know, clean up first. Like I said before, you should be like the cleanup guy. You should be like a scavenger. When these guys are battling, you come out of nowhere and you just decimate whomever killed them, and then you pick them up. You should never pick someone up unless, you know, you're attacking and you need those tickets. You should never pick someone up that's died and you haven't cleaned up that area, because believe it or not, then this game has long lines of sight, and you're not usually fighting close quarter engagements. It's usually long range. So you want to find out. Excuse me. You got to take a sip of water, bitches, because this is going to be a long commentary, right? Like, I'm doing some good defense work here, right? But that fucking U-boat is just destruction, man. That shit is destruction. So as you can see, these guys have snipers, and what did I say before? Snipers. 3 snipers on the opposing team equals win for you, because if they're attacking, they're not pushing up. I mean, if they're defending, maybe, but that means they have to move from site to site. And if you have to spawn on a sniper, he's usually off on some far off wonderland sniping. He doesn't want to be seen. So we're here, and as you can see, we're gonna get their tickets down to like 2 or 3. I think does it come up here? No, I think it's around like the 14-minute mark where I put in some good work. But you know, I die, and we have to basically start all over again. And then it got boring, so I fast forwarded. I put some fast forward on this. This video's been blah. This video has been fast forwarded. Even if that's a word. So yeah, these guys are, like, you can tell if a team is getting desperate. Like, they'll start mortaring a particular spot for no reason. Why? Where you should be mortaring is like buildings. You should be dropping mortar fire on buildings and on the plant site. You should never like do it in like wide open area, because oftentimes people aren't there. So you can tell. I think, like, the U-boat, that fucking U-boat is just devastation, man. That shit, whoever controls the U-boat on this, look at that. That shit kills me. Gosh. God damn it. I hate it, but I love it. So, I'm drinking some water there because my throat is dried. It's dry, so I revived this bitch, and they're not even on my team. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, you, if you're reviving someone, there's a you know, there's a 50% chance that you will get killed. But you get points for it, and usually medics are at the top of the leaderboard because it's easy. And again, this is what I did. I dropped a ration kit right over there, so my teammates, if they encounter any kind of battle or whatever, they can heal. Like, I'm doing some good defending here. Medic can defend because it has so much fucking ammo. He can just be, you know, cover fire and just hold them off up until a particular point, until the assault and engineering class come by and clean up things. I'm going to revive this guy because I'm just a team player, bitches. I play the game like a teammate. And in Black Ops, I'm a slayer. In this game, I just like to lay back, pick up a few kills, get a lot of points reviving and healing people, and occasionally spawn trapping bitches because this game allows you to spawn trap, right? So that fucking U-boat is out there, and I'm kind of hesitant. I don't want to push up because that shit is just, it's fucking devastation on land, on water. I said devastation on land. The RPK allows you to go full auto in close quarter engagements, and I mean, I think they've done away with the jerkiness of the controls and such. Like, the players look like they feel like Jello. You know, you touch one part and other parts start moving. I think that's been rectified. So now they're desperate. These bitches are desperate, and they're doing anything to try to plant. And I'm just trying to stay alive, so my teammates can spawn on me. I'm just trying to stay alive, bitches. If you're the last person, you should try to stay alive. You shouldn't try to so they can spawn on you. So once they do that, your teammates are fine. They jump up there, and the exciting part is about to start, bitches. I get lots of, I keep saying bitches. I'm going to refrain from saying that, you know, more than 50 times in this, I think, like 17 minutes gameplay commentary. So if in long distances, you should burst fire. And if you can't hit a guy, just it's fine. It's okay, you know. You know, I'm burst firing and he's going fully auto. He kills me. Fine. Okay? He had to drop on me. Not an issue. You come back like a soldier and you put the, you know, you put the pimp hand down in these bitches. Here I go again. Although, you know, drop a little ration pack for them. I'm saying ration because I think, well, whatever. It's a medic pack or whatever. So I'm gauging, I'm looking, and look at their tickets, man. Their tickets are going to start depleting, and then they're going to get really desperate. And this is the time that you should try to push up. You should try to push the team. Like when their tickets are really low, like this person is trying to snipe me. When their tickets are really low, this is where you should try to, you know, push these guys back because they're going to be rushing. And as you can see here, I get into that mode where I'm like, okay, mofos, let's go. Let's go. And for those people who say Battlefield Bad Company 2 is, or any of the games in its series, is kind of boring and laid back, come on, man. This game was fun to me. We pushed these guys. My teammates are doing fine. Although, you know, these guys are randoms, and I'm random to them as well. So I'm waiting. Look at that. Where does dude think he's going, man? Look at him. Look at him. Just desperate. Sit down, dude. Sit down. Stop being desperate. So we have these guys, and you'll see, like, tickets are going down, and I'm trying. If anyone knows what that elite thing stands for, because I didn't look at it, just leave a comment so I don't have to go. So I'm doing some good work. The tickets are depleting. I think they have a good medic because when the medic revives and then the ticket goes up. And I'm just trying to do cover fire, just trying to keep these guys at bay. Like, bitches, you guys aren't going nowhere. Stay behind that rock and die. Stay behind the rock and die. And luckily, I ran out. Well, not luckily. Unfortunately, I ran out of ammo. Or else this match would have been over at the 14-minute mark. See what happens when you need an assault class guy. You know, this guy is a fucking. He's an engineer, and he's got a short range weapon, and he's back here trying to battle with DESPOTIC. So I'm attempting to hold these guys off, just some ground fire. And look at their tickets. What? Switch to the pistol. The pistol has no range. And this guy's here trying to blow them up. And you'll see I got lots of hit markers. And I'm going to say something that you guys... Alright, I'm back. I don't know if that was like a long trip. But I cut out the boring parts. Because it was just this portion of the map. It's very difficult for them to even proceed. Because they have to come uphill. And we were just camping out, just killing them. And to avoid all of that, the boring part of snipers killing me and me getting shot by snipers, I just cut the whole bitch out. You know, slept for a bit, came back, and we just beat them. And they outnumbered us, and we still beat them. Shame on those individuals sniping back there. I honestly don't have any. The only thing about this game I would say is just the hit markers, and aside from that, everything else is fine, man. When you die, you don't die because of some bullshit. You die because you got outclassed. Someone else shot you, or you were double teamed. That's all it is. So that's the way I would view it. I was just reading a text, that's why I'm laughing. Not laughing at the gameplay. This gameplay is somewhat like, the end of it is like kind of drawn out and slow. DESPOTIC, what are you doing? I'm thinking about food. So we're winning. They obviously their tickets are running out, and like I said before, you can tell a team that's very desperate. They start to, you know, sending out mortar strikes. Revive that dude, and he just does like a jump out of nowhere, like he's all surprised, like surprise. There's this one sniper, man, with the M40 level 50. He just kept putting the beat down on me. Now I think the team is a little bit more even, because I think one guy left from the opposing team, and that's even better for us because we were handling these guys anyway with less players, and they didn't like it. There's nothing they can do about it. We beasted on these mofos. So I gave you guys some good tips. If you want to be a good medic, you should be the cleanup guy, right? You should wait for your teammates if they're dying. You know, clean that area up first, meaning kill whoever killed them, then revive them. Drop medic kits, you know, revive medic kits next to plant sites, so your teammates who are battling down there they can get re-healed. And secondly, if they have more snipers in the team, you know, odds are you're gonna win. If someone hits you with a flamethrower, you're next to water, crouch and you'll be fine. You won't die. Water puts out the flamethrower. You can be a good defender because you have more ammo. You start with, I think, 100 clips, 100 rounds. So I mean, those are the tips. The game is awesome. I would recommend you paying that $14 for it. You get 4 new maps. You get guns. I mean, come on, man. Like, who wouldn't want that? It's a good thing. Anyway, man, it's the one and only. I know I got a little bit monotone at the end. It's the one and only DESPOTIC. We do a 20-minute commentary. Then you guys can tell me. Look at that U-boat. I'm not even gonna challenge that bitch. Anyway, it's the one and only DESPOTIC. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and deuces, bitches.